Wade Allyn with Bill O'Reilly. We've got him every Monday and Wednesday, as well as Talking Points on Tuesday. And I'm always proud to have him on my show. Proud and honored. Hey, Bill, how are you? Hope you had a great weekend.
Thanks for having me back.
All right. I was kind of shocked and horrified over the weekend by Roger Stone and how they treated him. I just don't understand why the government can't simply call up his lawyer and say, show up at 2 o'clock. You're being arrested, turn yourself in, as opposed to a pre-dawn raid with, major guns and armored vests and night goggles as if he's Al Capone. I think it's absolutely outrageous, but I wanted to get your thoughts. And I don't know what the heck he even did. He's opposition research. I didn't know that was a crime. But anyway, let's get your take, Bill O'Reilly.
Well, it reminded me of the scene in the Untouchables movie where Kevin Costner, playing Elliot Ness, raids a suspected booze warehouse and comes up with Chinese umbrellas. Look, it's all theater. Someone in the FBI, in my opinion, I don't know this to be a fact, tipped off CNN, said we're going to put on a show and give you a lot of video so you can run it all day long, and we're going to get Roger Stone, and it's all going to be great. So, and the collective reaction from America, I believe, was a yawn. Does anybody care about this, Wayne? Does anyone care about Roger Stone? I don't think so.
No, but I'll bet he has $2 million in legal fees and his life is ruined. It's destroyed for the rest of all time.
That's true, and it's an excellent point that this Russian collusion investigation has brought down General Flynn, Paul Manafort, now Stone. It cost these men hundreds of thousands of dollars to defend themselves. And what we have is after the fact alleged lying. Okay, that's bad. I don't justify it. But is this worth $30 million of taxpayer money? Is that what this is all about? So right now, I think Americans, fair-minded people, basically saying, look, unless you got more than this, wrap it up. And it's not right what you're doing anyway. I think that's the collective wisdom.
And the other point I'd like to bring up, and you tell me if I'm right, is there was no original crime, so you just invite people in on a non-crime, and you question them. And when you catch them in a lie, you now charge them with a crime for lying about a non-crime.
Right.
Right.
So,
crazy.
Look, you could say it's a form of entrapment, but I'm, again, telling everybody, if they are questioned by the FBI, don't answer any questions. I've said that from day one.
Right.
Ever, about anything. All right? If you're questioned by...
Agreed.
An entity that can charge you with perjury, don't say anything. The human memory is faulty. Now, that being said, This is all about currying favor with Donald Trump when he was running for president. All of these men wanted to rush and get him information that was damaging to Hillary Clinton. That's what it was all about. Again, $30 million of taxpayer money for this? Okay, so that's where we are right now.
All right. Howard Schultz, former CEO of Starbucks, and now claims he's getting in the race for president of the United States. He's a big-time Democrat, but he's not running as Democrat. He says he's going to run as an independent, calls himself a moderate. So he could be very helpful to President Trump and the Republican Party. What say you?
There's no way on earth Howard Schultz is going to run for president. This is all a big book promotion. From the guy who has promoted books for the last 15 years, I know what this is. He's not running for president. Wow, I'm thinking about it, I might. And if he runs for president, you know what his campaign slogan is? I convince you to pay $5 for coffee. If I can do that, I can be president. All right? That's what it is. This is a big ruse. Come on.
Well, and Donald Trump over the weekend said that Schultz doesn't have the guts to run. So is that reverse psychology? Is that because certainly he'd help Donald Trump, right? If he did run, he'd be very helpful to Trump the same way Ross Perot was helpful to the Democratic Party twice.
I just don't understand what this is, why the president would take the time to sell Mr. Schultz some books. That's all he did. That's all the tweet. Oh, yeah, the guts are run against me. You know, I don't get it. I'll never get it. But he does it. But I am going to predict on your program, Wayne, that Howard Schultz will not be running for president.
All right, and last question, which wasn't even on the list. I want to bring it up because I heard you talking about it on Friday, but not on my show. So I want to get to it, which is you mentioned that you thought Trump won that encounter with Nancy Pelosi. Almost everybody else on the left thinks that Pelosi schooled him and destroyed him, and Schumer's bragging we taught him a lesson. And I kind of agree with you. In the next 3 weeks, I think Trump's going to come out the winner. He plays long ball. He's not worried about today, but I think he has a good plan for 3 weeks from now. What say you?
Well, my take was a little more nuanced than that. I didn't say Donald Trump won. The Democrats believe they won. And the press, of course, buys into that narrative. So, you know, that's what you have out there on the airwaves and in print. But I know that Donald Trump has to begin building a barrier on the southern border. He cannot go into the re-election campaign without construction on that barrier.
Correct.
Has to, 100%. So what I believe will happen, the odds are that they will not compromise because Nancy Pelosi will tell the Democrats looking at it, don't cooperate because we're winning, because Pelosi does feel she is. So we're not going to give him anything. And then Trump will say, okay, it's a state of emergency. I'm going to take the funds from national security agencies and we'll start the wall. And that is likely to happen in 3 weeks. That's what I believe will happen.
And that, I think, would be a big win for Trump. So I think he'd get the last laugh. All right. Bill O'Reilly, thanks for coming on. Thanks for all the brilliant advice, sage advice. As always, thank you.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more breaking news coverage, exclusive interviews, and great videos, click over here to our YouTube channel and subscribe. And don't forget to download the free Newsmax TV app. Newsmax TV. It's real news for real people.